Stoke City, another club that I feel like is still a part of the Premier League. Stoke are pretty much what Burnley are to the Premier League right now. But for the past few seasons, Stoke have been relegated from the Premier League and have been hovering in the Championship. And honestly, it just doesn't sit right with me that Stoke aren't a top flight club. I mean, I desperately don't want the meme of can they do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke to die. So today we're heading up to Stoke City to rebuild the Potters, get Stoke City back in the Premier League, make them cause havoc for some of the big clubs, and become eventually European champions. As today, we rebuild Stoke City. Also, a little shout out to one of my best mates, Dom. He is a die-hard Stoke City fan. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Dom. This is your birthday present. But lads, if you do go on to enjoy today's rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, we are so bloody close to 370,000 subscribers. So make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. The objective of the rebuilds are to win the UEFA Champions League final. All games in the rebuild are simulated. We cannot use the new jump in feature in rebuilds. The Champions League final, however, must be played. And of course, do not get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules and objectives. Now it's time to jump into the rebuild. So this is our starting 11 here for season number 1. In terms of improvements, there's a lot of older aging players in this Stoke City side. I really want to make sure that I can get in a young core of players that can develop. I think the goal needs to be at least we need to push for playoffs this season. I don't know if we get promoted, but I desperately want to be just pushing to get up back into the Premier League. I think a new striker is ideal because Stephen Fletcher's like 30, 31. I want to see how far we can develop Campbell. Nick Powell might improve on him in a few seasons. I'm not too sure overall though, lads. I think end of the day, a lot of the side needs improving. But we are going to kick things off here with a player departure. It is Sam Vokes out of the club. The Welshman headed to West London, signing with Brentford for £1.4 million. And Moritz Bauer is also out of the club. He's up to the Premier League, signing with Brighton for £2.25 million. Bloody clean out season here. Joe Allen headed to RC Lens for £2.2 million. And Ryan Shawcross, it feels like he's been at Stoke City forever, but he is headed to Real Sociedad for $940k. Have also decided to make a massive signing here. I tried to sign Fabio Silva on a loan to buy because I thought we wouldn't be able to buy him here in season number 1, but when I approached Wolves to buy, they were happy to get into transfer talks, which is fine by me. We have paid just £3.6 million for Fabio Silva. That is crazy. Gonna try pushing for an upgrade in between the sticks as well. So Adam Davies headed down to Bournemouth. Yaphet Tanganga, the centre back here from Tottenham, is gonna join us here. Gonna get him a lot of game time, signing for £5.3 million from Spurs. Definitely overpaid short term, but I can definitely see Yaphet being an absolute beast for us down the line. Jordan Cousins off to the Romanian league here, signing with Cluj for £870,000. And since we've got Tanganga into the starting 11, it made sense for us to sell James Chester. The Welshman headed to Galatasaray for £1.9 million. Lee Gregory also out of the club, off to the Polish league. And finally, we've gotten our hands on a new shot stopper. It's taken longer than I expected, but we've scoured all across the world and found the Turkish goalkeeper here, Altay Bayinde. I apologize in advance if I pronunciated that last name horribly, but we have signed the Turkish goalkeeper from Fenerbahce for £7.3 million. The transfers don't stop, however. What a busy opening window it has been. Danny Barth headed to Celtic, and the midfield legend himself, John Obi Mikel, didn't even realize he was playing for Stoke, but the former Chelsea man, the Nigerian legend, is headed to Stade Brestois in France for £1.2 million. Also decided to loan out the young Belgian winger Thibaut Valinda here on a 1-year loan move to Zaragoza. Nathan Collins, the young Irish defender, an absolute beast in career mode, also loaned out for the next year off to Cluj. But the loans do not stop. Tom Edwards, also out of the club. This time, he's off for 2 years to Besiktas. Also decided to part companies here with James McLean, headed to the Brazilian leagues. Might be the only time an Irish player has headed to the Brazilian league, but James McLean signing there for £1.75 million. And his replacement has come into the club. It is the Belgian wonder kid here, Charles de Ketelaere, 70 rated centre forward, but my plan for him is to train him at a left midfield position. Signed him here for £5.4 million from Club Bruges. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's only going to take 3 weeks for us to transfer Charles de Ketelaere into a left midfielder, which is brilliant. Tashan Oakley Booth, we've had a bit of experience with him in the rebuilds before at Lincoln City, but we've sent him on a 2-year loan move as well to the Turkish league. Whew, take a deep breath, fellas. What a bloody transfer window that was. Absolute chaos here to kick off life at Stoke City. That might have been one of the busiest opening transfer windows we've ever had in rebuilding history. So many transfers to talk about, but all 4 of the signings we have made have me so excited. I mean, the average age of the squad would have gone down so much. We've sold so many players that we don't have any reserves at the moment, which is a little bit of an issue, but we have done madness here. Absolute madness. All right, lads, here we are on the 1st of January, and we find ourselves definitely in the hunt for promotion, sitting 5th in the championship right now. 51 points, Norwich and Watford in the automatic spots, but we're only 5 points off Watford, and I mean 10 points off Norwich. Still plenty of time here in the second half of the season. I'm very excited to see if we can go straight up to the Premier League. Going to sign ourselves a new defensive midfielder, however, to start in front of Klukas. It is going to be this man here, Kefren Thuram, the French defensive midfielder, joining us from Nice for £4.3 million. And there we go, just the one signing of Thuram. Hopefully he can be a nice addition to the squad in the second half of the season. But let's crack on, lads, and see if we can get promoted back up to the Premier League with Stoke City here in season number 1. You are kidding me. We have finished 7th in the championship. I thought for sure we'd be able to just climb up the table and get ourselves into the automatic spots. At least I thought we would be playing playoff football, but we have absolutely bottled it there and have finished outside of the playoffs and are going to be spending season number 2 in the championship. Norwich and Bournemouth automatically promoted, however. But the 3 sides headed down to League One, however, are going to be Rotherham United, Coventry City and Wickham. Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Man City defeat Aston Villa to win the Carabao Cup. Watford are headed straight back up to the Premier League, so all 3 of the relegated sides bounce right up. They beat Birmingham City 3-1 in the playoff final. Bayern Munich defeat PSG in the Champions League final for the 2nd straight season. My word. And it is Leicester City winning the Europa League. So there we go, lads. That is season 1 done and dusted here at Stoke. We're on absolute strings with the board right now, but it's all good. We're going to crack on to season number 2. Disappointed we didn't get promoted, but I'm stoked. See what I did there? I didn't mean to do that either. I'm going to do that accidentally so many times in this rebuild. Just say I'm stoked with something. But I'm stoked that we built the foundations out. We're just going to make the most of them now in season 2. Jumping in here to season number 2, we begin with a player departure. Sam Klukas headed to Sheffield United here for £2.7 million. And Bardu NDA is headed to Watford here, signing with the recently promoted side for £2.2 million. We have also decided to send Sorensen on a 1-year loan move to Elche, with Bruno Martins Indy also departing the club. Remember when this guy was an absolute weapon on career mode back in the day? Simpler times. Anyways, 70 rated Bruno Martins Indy off to FC Midtjylland here for £1.25 million. Our first signing has been secured here for season number 2, and bloody hell is it a big signing. Reece Nielsen, with 12 months remaining on his contract, we have got him for an absolute bargain price of £10 million from Arsenal. An absolute steal. He is going to go so far, surely, in our hunt for promotion. Tommy Smith is out of the club, however, off to Club Bruges for £3 million. And Tariq Lamptey, another English wonder kid, another English sensation, joining us here at Stoke City £3.6 million to bring him up from Brighton. That is a huge pickup. So there we go, lads. Not as chaotic a transfer window as we had to open season 1, but still some big business done. Nilsson and Lamptey going to improve the right-hand side of the side in general up so much. Love to see it. Love to see it. And with those 2 lads into the squad, this is how the team is progressing. That bloody Turkish goalkeeper, Bayinda, is already up to a 78. Keteler's already up to a 77. Holy shit, didn't we sign Keteler's at a 70? That is insane. Good growth so far. Lads, tell me, is this deja vu? We have finished 5th in the championship at the halfway point. We were 5th this time last year. We're a lot less comfortable in the promotion spots as well. I mean, last year we were only a few points off 2nd. This year we're what? Holy shit, we're like 26 points off Sheffield United. There is such a big gap, so I would say we're not getting automatically promoted this year. But if we can stay alive in the playoffs, I'd be a happy camper. Gonna have a player departure here in the January transfer window, however. Etebo, the Nigerian midfielder, headed to Aston Villa for £4.9 million. And Josh Tymon, I was considering using him as an absolute beast in this career mode, but his contract expires end of the year and he refused a contract extension, so we've sent the Englishman to Besiktas for 4.4 mil. And there it is. We have got the upgrade on Tymon. It is a massive addition to the side. Marcelo Sarachi, the Uruguayan left back, joining us from Leipzig of all clubs, £17 million. He's going to increase our chances of automatic or promotion in general tenfold, man. What a pickup. But there we go, lads. Sarachi is a massive addition to the starting 11. He's into the club with Etebo and Tymon out of it. Now the big question is, can we crack on and get ourselves up to the Premier League? Come on, Stoke, surely. So phase 1 complete. We didn't bloody choke playoff football this year. We finished in 5th, meaning we're going to be versing Nottingham Forest in the first round of the playoffs. Villa and Sheffield United absolutely wiping the floor there. We were what, 33 points off an automatic promotion spot, but we're in the playoffs now, and it is between Leeds, Nottingham Forest, ourselves, and Derby County to get the final promotion spot. Come on, Stoke, let's get you back up to the Prem. At the other end of the table, however, Sunderland, Ipswich, and Fleetwood Town all straight back down to League One. Man City have taken down Southampton to win the FA Cup. Manchester United beat Spurs to win the Carabao Cup. Lads, we are in the Championship playoff final. 3-2 aggregate win over Nottingham Forest. It'll be Leeds United versus Stoke City for a spot in the Premier League. Can't believe... We're going to a 3rd season in the Championship. Are you actually taking the piss? How have we've lost the Championship playoff final to Leeds United 2-1. Come on, man. PSG losing in the Champions League final again, though. Poor PSG. Poor PSG. Lazio have won the Europa League as well, however. Also, just quietly, Nick Powell with a little bit of a renaissance there in his career. The former Man United wonder kid, 22 goals, 8 assists. He's gone up 4 overall this season at age 28. You love to see it. Also, Reece Nielsen killing it as well in his first season. But lads, a little disappointed to say we haven't been promoted. Losing the playoff final is always such a painful experience. But we are heading into a 3rd season in the Championship. Next year, we have to be making the push for promotion. It's going to get embarrassing if it takes us longer than 3 seasons. Season 3 is here, and it begins with a player departure as Kevin Wimmer is headed to FC Nantes for £3.1 million. Ryan Wood's also out of the club, headed to Burnley for £5.2 million. Another one of our players headed to Burnley, Liam Lindsay, signing here at Turf Moor for 4.8 mil, starting to build up a little bit of cashola. Morgan Fox also out of the club, the Welshman headed to the Turkish League. Why do I feel like we've had so many players go to the Turkish League in this rebuild? Tom Ince also off to the Turkish League. He's off to Rizespor for 1.7 mil. Make that another player off to the Turkish League. Benik Afobe, the beast himself, the former Arsenal man, headed to President's 11 for 2.15. We finally make an addition to our side here on the hunt for Premier League promotion. We have signed a defensive partner for Yaphet Tangana. It is going to be Per Schurz signing here from Espanyol for £28.1 million. Also, we have decided to loan out the Belgian midfielder Thibaut Verlinden once again this year off to Mallorca. And our squad numbers are absolutely at an all-time low. Eric Boyer is going to join us here as a free agent pickup. Another free agent pickup here, Gerson Adriano Silva Fietza, 64 rated Brazilian striker, joining on a free. So there we go, lads. Just the big marquee signing of Per Schurz, and then the two free agent players. But again, the squad's growing quite nicely. It's just a matter of picking out where the lowest growing spots are and upgrading on them. So there we go. That's what the starting 11 is looking like heading into season number 3. This Bayinda guy, where the hell has he come from? His potential was only like 82 or something, and he's already up to an 83 here, and we're not even out of the championship. Silva's at a 77, Powell's up to a 79, and we've brought in Per Schurz there to upgrade Harry Suter. Let's go, lads. Good bloody start to the season. We currently find ourselves top of the championship here in season number 3. 8 points clear of third placed Burnley there. As long as we get promoted, I'll be a happy camper. We need to get ourselves up to the bloody Prem. Have decided to cash in on Nick Powell in being in career best form. Need to get a big pickup here. So we have sold Nick Powell to Bournemouth for £36.6 million. And in replacement, we have signed Ebereche Eze, the attacking midfielder from England at Crystal Palace in real life. But in this save, he's gone to AC Milan. We've signed him here for £32.7 million. So there we go, lads. Eze into the club, Nick Powell out of it. A huge transfer window. Definitely focused on quality over quantity there. And I'm hopeful Eze can get dynamic player potential into his system and grow like crazy. We bottled the title, but thank our lucky stars, we didn't bottle promotion. Stoke City back in the Premier League. How ironic that at the start of the video, I compared Stoke City to Burnley, and we're getting promoted alongside Burnley. So, two of the most boring clubs in English football, two of the most defensive-minded clubs in English football, I should say, headed back up to the Premier League. At the other end of the table, however, bloody Salford City have got themselves up from the second division to the championship, but they're headed back down to the League One. Chelsea did take down Nottingham Forest here to win the FA Cup in Season 3, and Liverpool have won a Merseyside derby in Season 3. Crystal Palace will be joining ourselves and Burnley in the Premier League next season. Palace beat Nottingham Forest to win the Championship playoff final. Barcelona have taken down Leverkusen to win the Champions League, and it is Borussia Dortmund winning the Europa League. Reiss Nielsen, Silva, Campbell, what seasons? I mean, Reiss Nielsen, 29 goals, 10 assists. That is absolutely unbelievable. Our players are growing like crazy. I mean, we've got players going up 5 overall, and we're in the championship. Maybe that's a good thing about taking so long to get promoted. The game doesn't discriminate on what league you're in. They just see the results, and they make the dynamic player potential grow accordingly. Where our players are going to be absolutely filled to the brim with dynamic player potential, that could honestly, taking longer to get promoted and having easier games in theory, winning more games, scoring more goals, could help us in the long run because our players will be higher rated quicker. Also, what the fuck is going on here? Bayinda is up to an 87 rating. We've got a man in the championship that's 87 rated and is valued at £119 million. That is cracked. So it is all coming up Millhouse here as we jump out of the championship into the Premier League. Stoke City, we're going up. This one hurt, man. Charles de Ketelaere, been here since the early days, grinded out the championship with us, but we've sold him to Manchester City. Why? He could easily become a weapon for us. He could easily hit the high 80s to the 90s this season, if not next. But the thing is, his contract expires in a season, and he's not accepting a new extension. So I decided to get rid of him whilst we can still get a decent amount of money for him. Don't want him leaving on a free deal, so we've sold him to Manchester City for £153.8 million. So at least we're going to have a lot of money to replace him with. We have also decided to sell Tom Edwards here to Sporting Lisbon for £8 million. The replacement for De Ketelaere is in to the club. How's the voice cracked? But it is Steven Bergwijn, the Dutch midfielder, joining us here from Tottenham for £109 million. What a pickup. Welcome, Bergwijn. Welcome, mate. 4 overall, higher than De Ketelaere as well. We have also decided to sell Kefren Thuram here. Same deal as De Ketelaere. Running out of contract, did not want to accept a new contract, so we have sold him to Leicester City for £74 million. And his replacement is in to the side. It is the Swiss defensive midfielder, Dennis Zakaria. He's joining us here from Borussia Mönchengladbach for £92.8 million. We already have an insane squad for a recently promoted Premier League squad. So I mean, 2 massive additions to the squad. The good thing is as well, we have a fair bit of money to spend come January to improve the squad where necessary. But my word, wait until you guys see how absolutely cracked our squad is. Bloody hell. I mean, we could probably have the most high-rated side to ever be promoted into the Premier League. We've got Bayinder at an 88, Zakaria at an 87, Bergwijn at 88, Nilsson at 84, Sarachi at 83. I mean, so many players are just absolute weapons here. I honestly think, look, I don't expect us to be in the relegation battle this year. That's normally my expectation as a newly promoted side. We could honestly challenge for European football this year, which would be whack. Challenge for the European football? Motherfucker, we're challenging for the goddamn Premier League title. Our first season back in the Premier League. And on the 1st of January, we find ourselves 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. I want to go all out here to try winning the Premier League title and try getting ourselves into the Champions League for next season. Jordan Thompson out of the club here for 1.6 mil. And in controversial fashion, we've decided to part companies with Tyrese Campbell, the English striker, the man that starts off at Stoke City. We have sold him to Manchester United for £135 million. And our new striker is in the club. It is a 3 overall upgrade here as we sign Victor Osimhen, the Nigerian striker, joining us here for £134.2 million from Real Madrid. We've also loaned out Thibaut Verlinden here, once again, a 2-year loan move to Marseille. So there we go, lads. Osimhen into the club. Another crazy transfer window. I just can't believe how ridiculous this first season has been. I mean, it took us so long to get out of the championship, and now we're top of the Premier League. What the hell? No! We have finished 2nd in the Premier League. I mean, that's ridiculous to be saying, but we haven't won the Premier League here in our first season in the Premier League. We finished 2nd, 2 points behind Chelsea, 4 points ahead of Arsenal. But the most important thing is that we have qualified for the Champions League in season number 5. At the other end of the spectrum, however, it is West Brom, Crystal Palace and Fulham all relegated. Manchester United have won the FA Cup this season, however, and Chelsea have won the Carabao Cup. Barcelona take down Leipzig to win the Champions League, and it is Manchester United winning an all-English Europa League final there. Dude, Reece Nilsson, what a season. 21 goals and 9 assists. Also, Bergwijn, his first season here, 19 goals, 14 assists. This team stepping up big time. So there we go, lads. Season 4 defied all of my expectations. We genuinely have a Champions League contending side headed into season 5. Unreal. This rebuild has been unreal. Lads, I'm heading into this season with the attitude of why not? Why not go all out and try building a Champions League winning squad this season? I mean, the goal of the rebuilds is to win the rebuild as fast as possible. So, I'm going to put the motions in place to get towards that. Eberechi Eze is out of the club. Off to Sevilla for £50.8 million. And his replacement is into the club. It is the Brazilian weapon, one of my favorite players in FIFA 21 gameplay-wise. It is Matheus Cunha, joining us here from Lyon for 130 million big ones. I've overpaid like crazy, but this guy's an absolute beast. I cannot recommend him anymore. Absolute weapon. Welcome to Stoke City, Cunha. Attacking midfielder in, attacking midfielder out. We are going hard here, going hard to build an insane squad. Let's go look at this side we have and then go take a look at the Champions League group for Season 5. So lads, this is the team. I would honestly say we have a Champions League winning squad except for in the centre back and the right back role. So my current thought process is, all right, I'm going to leave till January. Hopefully we get into the knockout rounds. And then I'm going to suss out the growth of certain players in the squad. Ideally, I want to get the centre back and the right back up to 84, 85. And then I also think we need a couple of players on the bench because the bench is definitely slightly weak. Besides that, though, I mean, I got Bergwijn and Bayinda into the 90s. Osimhen's pretty damn close. Nelson's close as well. We've got a very good team here. I would say we've been given a pretty good draw, however, in the Champions League. We've got Leipzig, who obviously are very, very good in career mode. But I would say it's a battle between ourselves and Leipzig for top spot of the group. AZ Alkmaar, KRC Genk, nothing incredible, nothing to really write home about. So I'm liking our chances, and I don't think I ever say that about the Champions League group stages. And there it is, lads. That has gone absolutely according to plan. Ourselves and Leipzig are out of Group G, comfortably through to the round of 16. But things just got real, as in the round of 16, we have been drawn up against Atletico Madrid. Not an easy opponent by any stretch of the imagination. That's really going to show us what we're made of. I really want to win the Premier League title as well this season, lads. Finished second last year. I don't want to be forever the bridesmaid. I want to win the Premier League with Stoke, get in that title. We're currently 2 points clear. And you would say at the moment, it's a two-horse race between ourselves and Man United. So right now, I'm keeping the faith with Lamptey and Tangana, but I do think we need some backups. Didn't have a heap of money to bring in players with, but we have decided to sign Felipe Anderson here from West Ham United. The Brazilian joins us for £13 million. So there we go, lads. This window was either going to be incredibly just chaotic, or it was going to be pretty chill with the money we had. It's turned out to be a pretty chill transfer window. Felipe Anderson into the club. I'm going to rest on the fact that I think this squad could be good enough to win the Champions League. I mean, it's going to really show after the games against Atletico Madrid. But let's just jump into it. I'm nervous. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm not over the top confident. So here we go, lads. The first leg is on the road. You guys know I love when we have the away leg up first. Need to get ourselves away goals on the board. Need to set ourselves up for the second leg. We have a tough opponent, a very tough opponent in Atletico Madrid. Always just absolute beasts in career mode. But we are going to quick sim the first leg here away at the Metropolitano. The scoreline against Madrid is a 2-0 loss. 2-0 loss. I would have at least could have made it a 4-2 loss or something like that. I don't care that we lost by 2. It's the fact we didn't get any away goals on the board which makes things near impossible in the second leg. It's not fully impossible, but fuck me, we're going to have to be incredible. All right, lads, here we go. It is the second leg here at home. We've got a massive, massive differential to try overcoming. I'm not going to lie. Confidence is at an all-time low here. We're 2-0 down heading into the second leg at home against Atletico Madrid. We're going to quick sim the second leg. And the scoreline is... Hey! Holy... What? What? 4-0. I don't know what to say about that. I don't, 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. 4-0. Against that. Okay, that's one of the most whack things that has maybe ever happened in rebuild history. There's no way I could have, I can't cheat with that. I'm thinking, did I do something? Sliders don't carry over. I was playing on Legendary, what the fuck? Your boy is shook. I do not know how we're here, but we're into the Champions League quarterfinals. 4-0. That was fucked. And we've been given, no disrespect to Salzburg, but we've been drawn up against RB Salzburg. That's probably the easiest opponent we could have gotten by a country mile. Okay, lads, here we go, traveling to Austria for the first leg here. We can't go 2-0 down like we did against Madrid. We need a strong first leg here, and most importantly, we need away goals on the board. Going to quick sim the first leg here, and it's a 2-1 win. 2 away goals on the board. Osimhen, Nilsson, we absolutely dominate them. Would have loved a few more away goals, but we still have the advantage big time. So Salzburg are going to have to put a minimum of 2 goals past us if they want to get this anywhere in the Champions League, if they want to survive at all. So we're going to be taking on Salzburg here, 2-1 up, the second leg at home for a spot in the Champions League semi-finals. We quick sim, and there's no surprises to see it's a 1-0 win. Osimhen getting the goal in the 62nd minute. They had an Osimhen as well, Salzburg, but we are through comfortably to the Champions League semi-finals at 3-1. English domination here in the Champions League semi-finals. 4 teams remain, all 4 of them are English. We are taking on Tottenham here with a chance to face either Manchester United or Arsenal in the Champions League final, but I've got to get past Tottenham first. All right, the first leg is away once again. Absolutely brilliant to be on the road once again. Again, you guys know, need to get the away goals on the board. I'm going to say it every single time, but it remains so damn important. We're going to quick sim the first leg away at the Tottenham Stadium in North London, and it's a 4-2 win. Let's go. 4 away goals on the board. That is a monster away goal advantage. That's a massive first leg there from us. Come on. All right, the second leg coming up now. We have a 4-2 advantage. Fingers bloody crossed. I mean, sure, let's not choke this. Let's just get the job done, get no injuries, get no suspensions, and get ourselves through to a Champions League final against either United or Arsenal. We're going to quick sim the second leg, and we are through to the Champions League final. 5-3 on aggregate, 1-1 in the second leg. Beautiful stuff, lads. No injuries or suspensions from what I can see. Lovely stuff. Stoke City heading to the Champions League final here in Season 5. So here we are in Season 5. The Champions League final will be contested between Stoke City and Manchester United. A huge challenge for us. I mean, the two of us at the halfway point were the Premier League title contenders, so it makes sense. But we've just got to get the job done. Taking a look around the grounds at the other competitions, however, and it's Real Madrid winning the Europa League over Milan. And lads, Stoke City, we are Premier League champions. Let's go. We finish top of the league on 92 points. Just the 2 losses all season. We finished 5 points ahead of United, and it was clearly a 2-horse race between the 2 of us. Chelsea, Arsenal, nowhere near. At the other end of the table, Burnley, Sheffield United, and Leeds all back down to the championship. Arsenal have actually come away to win the FA Cup here. And we have got our hands on the Carabao Cup, finally getting some more silverware here, taking down Chelsea 3-1. So here we go, lads. Squad report time as we head into the Champions League final. Absolutely brilliant with how much we've built this squad together. I cannot believe some of the growth of these players. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. The last few rebuilds I've started doing on the PS5, and the growth on next gen compared to PC and even previous gen is ridiculous. I don't know if it's just luck with the players we've gotten or the form we've had, but our players are growing like absolute madmen. And that's the thing I love about FIFA 21 career mode. You can make heroes out of anybody. Absolutely anybody. It is absolutely brilliant. These things don't feel stale anymore. Sign unique players. I love it, man. This rebuild's been so much fun, but it's not over yet. We've got a game coming up here against Manchester United. We've got a great squad on paper, but it's whether we can carry that into this clash here against the Red Devils and get Stoke City their first ever Champions League title. Showtime, fellas. Stoke City, Manchester United, an all-English Champions League final. Let's bring it back and display this Champions League title on a cold, rainy night at Stoke. Our fucking former man Campbell on the attack here. Good tackle from Zakaria, but McTominay on the attack. I'm just trying to track back and close down shooting angles. They go in behind there. Clear it. Oh my god. Good. Come on. I see that run down the left-hand side. Osimhen. Going there, Cunha. Cunha out there to Bergwijn. Bergwijn looking for a man in the middle. Bergwijn dinks it in. Header. Save easily from Henderson. Sander Berg. Just keep trying to close down the angles. Campbell, that's too much space for him. We know how good he can be. Slides it through. Oh my god, McTominay. I think that little nudge we put at the end threw him off, but bloody hell. United are causing us some issues. Come on, Bergwijn. Going around. Cunha going to Osimhen. Ball being played around. Osimhen. Come on, just keep passing. The opportunity. The opportunity. Nielsen. Oh, through. Get it in. Across. No. Follow up. Silva, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Go. Cunha. Finesse. Oh, what a save. What was that period of play? My word. This is going to be such a nice angle. Hit that beautifully. What a save from Henderson. Bloody hell. We do have the corner here, though, lads. Reece Nielsen. Put it on a platter. Need to run in. Osimhen. 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 Let's go. We have the lead here in the Champions League final. Victor Osimhen rising above the United defense. Getting his noggin on that one. And smashing it in the back of the net. Come on, lads. Goal here to kick off the second half. We'll go down quite a treat. Nielsen, I see that run from Silva. Need some support in the midfield. We're going to cut it back here. We're going to go in there to Cunha. Cunha through. Bergwijn. Lap. Osimhen. Yeah, he scores it. He took a deflection off the glove of Henderson. Osimhen's got a brace. That's a brilliant start to the second half. The drawing, the passing, the finishing, and the doubling of the advantage. Come on, lads. Let's keep ourselves a clean sheet here. We're going to be Champions League win. Oh, that's a great ball. That's a great bloody ball there from United. There's not going to be time for them, but let's keep ourselves a clean sheet. Yes, easy tackle there from Yaphet Tangana. And there it is. Stoke City, champions of Europe. What a weird rebuild that one was. It took us so long to get promoted. But once we got promoted, we just absolutely flew, man. We soared like an eagle in this rebuild. Stoked to win the Champions League with Stoke. Lads, if you guys enjoyed this rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Scorpion, kick that subscribe button down below if you're new around here. I'll see you for the next one tomorrow. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.